Alright, another day, another squat session. 80 days out until nationals. I'm in block 1 of prep, week 3, session 1, primary squat day. It's Monday. I already got warmed up and everything. I'm feeling more energized than I did when we were 83 days out, so the last video, but kind of tired today as well. This morning, that's usual for me. On Mondays, I usually get energy up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it kind of declines a little bit again when the fatigue hits from the week. I'm usually strong on Mondays, but I can be mentally a little bit tired. I know that, but I don't really have anything to say, to be honest. Primary squat day, I got a single. Gonna work myself my way up. I'm at 100 kilos now, and then I'm gonna work my way up. We'll see what is there today for the RPE. I think it's RPE 7 to 8, so thinking I have 2 to 3 reps left in reserve, so not a max single, and also again, it's nationals in 80 days, so I gotta keep to the plan. Think long term, think about the meet, not think about being today. Today I'm training to get stronger, not to test my strength or to be strong today. I don't care how strong I am today, I'm gonna train so that I can work on my weaknesses and get stronger. So let's continue on.
I think a lot of people hide because they want you to think their confidence is higher than it is. And I also agree, that is that. She's the wrong one. Rory, we're down to number 1. It's going to win Sheffield, only 24.
I have number 1.
So 170 kilos moved. As you can see, it was easy up. However, I stressed it a little bit. I didn't have any plans of going 180 kilos or anything today because I know that I've done that so many times in week 3 because I want to set myself up good for the last week. But whenever I usually do that in week 3, at least for now, I'm gonna get stronger until it gets to a point where I can do 180 kilos in the week 2, for example. But right now, I'm not there yet. And every time I hit 100 kilo, 80 kilos in week 3, because I've wanted to be strong enough to do it at a certain RB, I've always been fatigued the next week because that 180 has in reality been like RP 8 to 9. And yeah, I could do more in the next week, but I lose form and everything, so that's why I had like, okay, this block run, since it's 80 days from nationals, I'm not gonna do that yet. I may be able to do that in like the next block or the block after that, but it's not the point or the plan right now. 70 kilos was easy, and I'm gonna go 175 kilos, but I'm going to be way calmer because I stressed it a little bit. During the rack out, so the floor I have here, I don't deadlift at home because it's holes in it. So the rack is a little bit unsteady. Like the floor where I stand is flat, but it's holes where the rack is a little bit. So once I like turn it in, since I have my rack turned inwards, it gets a little bit shaky, and that sometimes just causes the pins to go out just a little bit, like not a lot, but they go out just a little bit. Sometimes when I shake it around a little bit, and that sometimes gets to my head. It's not like dangerous or anything. It's just becomes like 1 millimeter uneven, but it gets to my head a little bit. So I went too stressed, and under the bar, I felt the pin going out just a little bit. Started thinking about that. I don't know for what reason, but I did put my belt in tighter just because. Bad decision. Sometimes when you have a lift and you kind of want it to be easy so bad, you start doing things a little bit differently because you want it to be easy, and that's what I did. I wanted 170 kilos to fly for a bad reason. I literally just wanted, for my ego, 170 kilos to fly because I wanted, for some reason, that it's just supposed to be that, and that's, I guess it's natural when you're training to get stronger. You want weights to be easy, but that caused me to actually make it harder, and I know that's the case for me. Whenever I try to make it easier, it usually gets harder because I stress around. Like now I put my belt in tighter than I had for all the warm-up sets, and I feel that was different, and then I hesitated about depth a little bit. Like a lot of things went into my head other than just taking a deep breath of air and stay patient down and then just go up. Like sit down, go up. That's all it is to a squat, literally. When you have a technique where you can hit depth, you have tightness, all you have to do is just breathe in and then sit down and go up. You don't have to make it more complicated than that, and I did, and that's why I had a mesh for it. Still was easy because strength is there today. So I'm gonna go 175. Right now I'm just gonna rest up a little bit, put wrist wraps on, get ready, and I'm gonna try to just be way calmer, sit down, go up, nothing else. Let's go. Sit down and didn't really think, and wow, it flew up. I'm still not gonna go heavier though. I wanna go on 80 kilos right now. Trust me, because it felt so good, but I'm not. I'm gonna stay here because this was a win, and I wanna end the session like a single. I got 5s now, but I wanna end the single of like, I did a perfect single, and this is gonna transfer over to week 4, and again, it's 80 days left. And going 180 kilos, yeah, I may do it just as easy, but it's not gonna necessarily give me anything, but it may be a little bit heavier, causing fatigue in the next week. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm really proud of everything inside of me wants to go heavier, because when you have a good set, like everything inside of you, so I just gotta stop myself, and got 5s. So I'm gonna do my best in those and do the same thing there, being like super calm, not stressing at all. So let's go. excited because I got 4 sets of 5s. And this one was 157.5. And yeah, I could go up 160 kilos, probably 162.5 just to get a PR for 5 reps. But I'm not gonna do it this week. I have 5s next week as well, so maybe able to do something then. And again, I may definitely be able to do something before nationals. And that's the goal, not doing it right now. So 157.5 for 5s is good. And truth to be told, I rarely, like ever, do these weights for backups. It's because I'm sometimes pussy and I go too easy. But this way I can execute well, and it's within the RP. So I'm gonna stay here. I'm proud of being able to do this weight, so I'm gonna do it. Try to do it for all 4 sets, but if it starts getting too heavy, the next set after that or something, I'll just go lower, but I think we'll be fine. So 3 more sets to go. One more set to go of squats today. I'm tired, but I gotta be like, at those times when you have one of these sets, and it's a volume PR with the last set, and you know, I just feel so, it's gonna sound cliche, but I just get a feeling of complete like gratitude, thankfulness, and like happiness inside my heart, just because of like just pushing and feeling like I could really love these types of training. Like, yes, it's not like a PR weight or that high for one set, but it's like just knowing this is a really productive session. I'm working to get better, and I know I'm getting better. I don't know, it's just complete gratitude. Just to be honest, it's something I love. You know, I'm like all alone in my home gym for 6 sessions a week now, 5 sessions a week. One is at a local gym, but I don't really talk to people when I'm out. But yeah, I just love the feeling either way. One last set, and it's just about being patient and enduring, and then it's gonna go real easy, and it's gonna be the same RP, and yeah, everything, just being that, not hyping, just being like calm and enduring and patient, and being like, I can endure the pain of going down with this heavy weight. I don't have to run from it, and I just have to sit down and sit up. Yeah. Soundtrack, if anyone is wondering, with the weird music sometimes, is from Demon Slayer. I really love anime. Favorite anime for sure, or one of my favorites at least. Demon Slayer is really good, but really motivating. That's why I like anime. But also probably I'm a part of Yowie Flex, or my coach is Yowie Flex, and I'm a part of Flex Fam, and you know the Flexes, they love anime, so they probably got pulled into it because of that. But either way, it's a good soundtrack. It's calm, but helps you focus. I'm very soon ready to go for the last set of today. Yeah, I'm happy and stoked. So, I don't even, let's just go. So now I'm doing goblet squats, and that's the only accessory I got today. I'm gonna do planks with rotations as well after this, and then I'm done. But I got 2 more sets of goblet squats. I used a 35 kilo dumbbell, and like for my core, I can feel a challenge. For my legs, it's really easy. But so it's still like a good weight, but also I don't got heavier dumbbells in my gym. So I kind of I'll need new ones soon, because yeah, I use like 35 it's too easy for RDLs, and I can use them for dumbbell presses as well. So as I get stronger, I'll have to use more. But right now still it's challenging and good. And also for my accessories, since my goal is squat, my goal is I want to build more muscles in my legs, but I can do that from squats and deadlifts still because of how heavy I'm going. But like my main goal is not to like be a bodybuilder, and so as well, my main goal is strength. So I'm not gonna, in my accessories for legs, I'm not gonna push the weight to like a max failure effort like maybe some other people would do. I actually like my accessories being a little bit easier, like getting good mind to muscle connection as an accessory and strengthening weaknesses, but I do not do them to like go super heavy, because to be honest, that just fatigues my squat. If I go really heavy on something like RDLs or anything, it fatigues my squat and deadlift, and then right now my recovery isn't what it used to be, and I think that's not like my recovery is worse. I just think that I'm way stronger. Like this year I've increased like from 160 kilos in the squat to 195 kilos in a year. And you know, previously like I would do like 120 kilos for backups, and then now, you know, I do 157 and a half. So I'm so much stronger, and that definitely puts more strain and fatigue on your body the heavier weights you do. And I found it right now, like if I do an extra deadlift session, I get pain. And previously I didn't do that, but my weights were way easier. So, and my recovery is like better. I take better care of my recovery, but I think that training is what you can recover from. And for me, it's like, I know where my limit goes for how much I can push, so I don't push too much in accessories, whereas in like a bicep curl, I could push like how much, like as much as I want to. Time to start resting. Let's go, second set. Alright, so I'm done with the session. To be honest, my camera almost died and I was tired, so I went in and I had a quick nap, and this is just the end of the video, but it was a really good session and I'm very happy about it. Actually, for me, I think training is way more fun and productive. It also produces more results when you don't think about PRs, you just bury your head into the sand and get working on digging and keep moving forward. And that means that usually you're gonna have to go below your PRs, work on like execution and those kind of things, but that's what gets you stronger. And whenever I get into a period of trying to hit PRs all the time, I keep testing. In the beginning, yeah, it's fun, but it's only fun on the PR session, and in the end, it's like, it's gonna be boring. Not like boring, but it's not gonna be, I don't feel like I make any progress. It feels like, yeah, I just don't like training at those times because it's not productive, and I know that I'm not like working towards something. I just try to test my strength all the time, and you have to always go take a step back and just focus on building strength. Like that's an important key thing, like just focus on building strength and getting stronger. So I actually have this for a client as well who I've been working with for a very, very long time, and we were actually kind of stuck, and we tried to change like tons of things. I tried changing exercises to like put on variations. I tried to lower the volume. We tried to keep up the volume. All of these different programming things that you can do and try that I've seen worked in the past, but like none of it really worked. And then we got to the point like, yeah, in order to hit PRs, she wasn't strong enough, but it also got to the point where we realized we were testing her strength too much. So even if like the program was good, she wouldn't get any like strength gains from the program. So what we did is I actually did a program that doesn't like anything I usually program for her, but where I just said like, okay, in this block of training for these 5 weeks, the goal is not at all to hit a PR. Like weights is not a goal. Almost like I put her into a mindset of like a bodybuilder. You're just gonna push your head into the sand and build to get stronger. So at this point, we just think about execution, mind-muscle connection. We think about control. We do not think about weight. So like I had her like, okay, increase the weight a little bit maybe each week, but she would adapt the reps to fit within the RPE. And like, just because of that, because she started like digging her head into the sand, and every week I would like remind her, this is really good. When we looked at technique and control was good, I was like, this is amazing, and this also aligns with our goal. You are making progress towards our goal right now, because we set up the goal right now for this block for training right now. It's not for a few months to even hit a single PR. It's not even a goal of ours. Our goal is just to build. She can build has a lot of room to build more muscle mass. So just to build muscle mass, that's our primary goal. Nothing else, I don't even care about a PR. I don't even care about the weight right now. We just care about challenging you in a sense of building your base strength. And this, you may hit a PR, of course, if that comes, but yeah, it's not the plan, it's not the goal. So every time I will remind her each week that this is aligned with your goal. Your goal right now, our goal is to build. And what you're doing right here, the technique right here is the goal. And she usually is someone who's always skeptical and harsh to herself. Like, yeah, even if she would hit a PR, she would be like, no, I don't think it was good. I don't know how it felt. It doesn't feel good. She would never like praise herself. But during this block, because she knew she was making progress toward her goal, training got more fun for her. She got like really happy about training as well. And she would like tell me when I asked, how did this feel? She would be like, it actually felt really good. And like I rarely hear that from her, and I've been coaching her for like 2 years. And all of a sudden, at the end of the block, she did hit crazy rep PRs. Like she would rep weights she'd been missing for singles just like a month before. Just because, and it wasn't a goal of ours at all to hit PRs, but the thing is, she went into the mindset of just building. The weights were there that day, so she accepted she took them, but it's just the fact that we're doing the same block over again, just because I know that, okay, even though we hit a breakthrough now, we are hitting PRs, we have to keep on this and build more so that she can like actually get stronger. And that shift, it's not necessarily the program itself, but the shift in mindset going into training, like right now it's time to build. And I found this for myself as well, that when I get into a mindset that right now I'm gonna dig my head into the sand and I'm gonna build like I'm doing this block, training is way more enjoyable. I see progress in way more things, because otherwise I would be like, okay, I don't make any progress, this wasn't good because it wasn't easy. Right now I see progress and in different kind of things and accomplishments, and that makes training way more enjoyable. I get more confident in my own capabilities, and it is also like, yes, I haven't hit a PR yet, and I probably won't this block, because my goal is to build for nationals in 80 days. So I don't really care about the weights this month. I just want to build, and that's when it's most enjoyable for me as well. And that shift, sometimes you don't always have to change the program. You don't always have to change the nutrition. You don't always have to change the exercises. You don't always have to do more. You don't always have to do less. Sometimes that shift in mindset from, if you find yourself being really angry and sad because you can't make progress, it may just be because you need to take time to actually build. If you're trying to hit PRs all the time and it just doesn't work anymore, You need to build strength. And how you do that is not keep on testing, because that's not gonna build strength. If you go crazy heavy for, let's say, a single, you're gonna be fatigued. So your back-offs for reps, you know, the actual work that gets you stronger, and for your accessories, it's gonna be way lower because you're fatigued from the single. But if the single, maybe it's a little bit lower, you can control it, then you can challenge what matters. And I had another client, he had like exactly the same thing, but in the squats, he was completely stuck. And then we tried changing a lot of things, but then what we did was, okay, let's just stop challenging so much for the single, start challenging a lot for the backups, like the reps and the sets. And he started doing that. Technique got way better. We just started being consistent, because otherwise he would actually change his technique almost every week, just because he wanted to find a breakthrough so that he could get back in a squat, but it just caused him to get weaker and weaker. So we just like, okay, we stick on this technique, you do this technique all the time, because in the past, when you've been at your strongest, this is the technique that you've had. So we're gonna trust that it will work for you. And we did that for a consistent amount of time, and we just focused on like increasing his back-offs, like focusing on doing more reps. And he was like hitting PRs, realizing I never do these kind of weights for my back-offs, and now he's back into his squat and even stronger, and has hit more single PRs as well, because of the shift in mindset, training to actually get stronger, not trying to be strong today. And that's a rant. Take with you what you will, but yeah, I don't want to tell you what you should do with your training. It was just 3 examples with myself of what I found usually actually works a lot, because it's very, very simple. Sometimes a shift in mindset and yeah, sticking to the plan can do a lot. Yeah, that's it for this video. I'm gonna go in and actually eat lunch now because I'm hungry, and I worked a little bit before I did this, but I'm gonna keep working for the rest of the day. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next day. We'll see if it's 79 days until nationals, like tomorrow or sometime this week. I don't really have a plan other than 1 video a week. We should see. It's easy, and I want to keep you tuned in as much as possible on the journey to nationals. So